Hey guys, Alan from VExpressions here. Today I want to go over a quick short tutorial showing you how to update the firmware on your Mimic Pro. We're anticipating moving from 107.2 to 108 something very soon, and that's what this video is all about. Let's get started. So before we begin, I want to actually talk about USB sticks in general. You don't need the latest, greatest, wonderful, largest thing out there. You just need one that works. And I'm going to go over the features you should probably be looking for if you haven't picked up a stick. Obviously, if you have a stick that's working, great. You could probably fast forward past this part a good 10, 15, 20 seconds. The USB stick, for those of you looking for sticks, you just need like a USB 2 stick. You don't need a 3. Matter of fact, some of the 3s are coming with different file systems on them. That might pose a problem. I haven't heard of any problems yet, but it could. The bottom line is anytime you have a problem, simply format your USB stick in the module itself. That will ensure you have the right file structure system on it to work with getting the files from your computer to the module and all that working just fine. As far as size goes, I'm actually going to take you into that now as we look at the website itself. So let's go to the Pearl page here. I am at pearl.com. Obviously, I will put the link in the description below, but if you just want to Google Pearl Mimic Pro module, it'll pop up in the first couple of links. I am on the main page here, and if I scroll down, you will see obviously the features that tell people that are interested in the module what this is all about. We're interested in these last 3 tabs right here. We'll go to the manual first. Obviously, if you haven't downloaded the PDF, I highly recommend it because anything you need to know or look up, you can search through a PDF on your computer in just seconds. Whereas thumbing through a book that came with your module, yeah, that might not take a while. And actually with every update, you do want to update, or you do want to download the latest manual because Pearl is really great about changing the manual completely and giving you all the new features and so forth and so on. So let's move on to that next tab, updates. And this is obviously where you will get your update. And as a matter of fact, right down here at the bottom in January of 2018, they also linked the new manual here that had all the new features listed and the changes. So when you come to this page to pick up your update soon, you're going to come here. They'll probably black these links out and add the 108 link there. And you can get both your update 108 and your manual all at once. Last but not least, this last tab here is your library. And this is why I want to show you the size you should consider for your stick. Right here, I haven't heard of anybody losing their, I take that back. I heard of one person doing something and they had to reload their library. And what I wanted to show you here is that the library, the original library is 2 gigs alone. All these little parts they download and let's see, each part is 2 gigs. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That's 14 gigs right there. So now you can see why I would recommend at least a 16 gig stick, because you could put a library on it, get it into your module, and then take it off the stick, of course. But I personally would use a 16 or a 32 myself for that reason I just said. And I personally use a 16 because if I ever have to put this on there, it'll be on there, uploaded, and then taken off. On the right here, you'll see our normal library updates are pretty small, or at least the reference toms that were added were small. I know that there is another sound update coming. I don't know how big it will be, but if it's several instruments, you could anticipate that will probably turn into a gig or 2 or what have you. So that's something to consider long term. So as you can see right off the bat, probably a 16 gig or a 32 gig card is a smart choice. Let's go back to updates. And we're going to go ahead and use 107.2 today for our example, even though 108 is what I'm actually making this video for. The steps are identical, so that doesn't matter. I'm going to click on this. It's going to ask me to save it. I'm going to save it. And I have a folder on my desktop called Downloads. And I am going to go there. And as you can see, I have the zip right here. If I go inside of it by double clicking it, that is your actual update file right there. It is a MUP file, M-U-P. I assume that stands for Mimic Update. Now, I'm going to back up and I'm going to go to my, so right now we're looking at the zip that's in my downloads folder on my desktop. You could just download the zip to your desktop. You don't have to put it in a folder. I just put it in a folder for this example, but you could just download this to your desktop, and if you double click it, it will open up just like this, and you'll see that file in there, and you can drag that file to your desktop, or you can drag it directly to your stick, which is what I'm about to show you. So my stick is named Pearl, affectionately. And I have formatted it for this video, so there is nothing on it. And I formatted it in the module, so it is ready to go. I know it will work. So that's my stick. I'm going to come back to my zip file. I am inside my zip file now. And I'm going to drag this MUP file to my stick. You'll see it load. It only takes a second. Now, if I click on my stick and go over there, you'll see that it's the only thing there. Which brings up a good thing, I should say, actually. I get a question a lot. What is a root directory? When the instructions come out with some of these things, they'll say, put this in your root directory. And some people will be like, what's a root directory? Simply put, the root directory is when you open the stick itself. That's the first thing you see. So as you can see here, if I actually click this bar up here to show you where I'm at, it is going directly to my stick E. And there is no folder after that. So that means that this MUP file is directly in the root directory. So that's ready to go. Again, if you want to do it the old-fashioned way, you can just open the zip file on your desktop. You can drag the MUP file out to your desktop. You can open up your stick, and you can drag it into that. Hopefully you see here I made it simpler by just dragging it straight from my zip straight to the stick, and we're done. On Windows, it will extract the file. Now, you Mac guys, I'm sorry I don't use a Mac. You may have to extract the file first. I believe you do. I'm not really sure. But this is basically the quickest, simplest way you can do this. So go ahead and close that out, and we're ready. We're gonna head to the module and get it uploaded. Okay, guys, we're at the module here, and it's a little dark because I'm trying to make the screen look better for you guys. So it's in manual mode at the moment, and it'll brighten up in just a moment after I turn the module on. So speaking of turning the module on, I want to go over a preferred action that maybe everybody should get in the habit of. While talking to Sergey, I heard that it is a little smarter to start your module with the stick already inserted. So I've already done that. I'm going to go ahead and turn my module on now. Let it boot up. There's no real reason for putting the stick in first. It just seems to work a little better according to Sergey. So I believe him. I'm going to do that. And so now we are at the home page. Next thing we're going to do is apply our update. It's on the card in our root directory. We're simply going to go to Settings. And remember, we're on the new version, which is 108. And they're going to have a lock screen to face you here on your settings and trigger pages. So all you do is tap once. You'll get an unlock button. Tap that to get into it and go up to your System tab. And we're going to apply a software update here, this button. And as you can see, I've already updated this, so I'm not actually going to do it, but I will walk you through the steps. You just go to Apply, Update. You should see the MUP file that you put in your root directory. Simply select that, and then hit Apply Selected Software Update. When you do that, it will tell you to restart. Simply turn it off, wait a few seconds, and turn it back on. Let that boot up. And we're going to want to just double check that it was loaded. Of course, on mine, it already was, so I know mine's going to be fine. Hopefully yours will be too. Go back to Settings, tap to unlock, go to System, and just check right here to make sure it is the matching file that we did, which was 8.18, which is what I am currently on. Again, I don't know, like I said in a previous video, I don't know what the final update version is going to be. I'm making this video before the update is released, so your version here may be a little different than mine. Just make sure that what you put on your USB stick from the update is actually what has applied to your module. Okay, let's talk about formatting your stick. If you're having problems either at the computer or at the module, most likely at the module, seeing your update file and you know that it's in the root directory or the module is not recognizing your stick, let's talk about how to fix that. You can format your sticks at the computer, of course, but I would highly recommend not doing so. One problem we know of is the Mac will not format the FAT32 system well. Most of the time it will create a failure. Windows will create the FAT32 system without a problem, but might as well not take a chance. Let's just talk about formatting right here on the module so we know the stick is set up properly for your module. Let's go to settings real quick. I've already unlocked this. Let's go to format USB flash drive. It reminds you that everything on your flash drive will be deleted. So if you have anything on there you want to keep, make sure you save it. Let's go ahead and format our stick. It'll say confirm one more time. We'll say yes. This will take a few seconds. It'll say complete. Our drive is now completely blank. You can go ahead and back up kits and so forth and so on, or take it to the computer if you had a problem getting the update to work and start from scratch. As a reminder, always leave your system on for a few seconds, 5, 10, 15 seconds after doing anything with your USB drive, including formatting, including updating, including everything, just to be sure that the system has read the USB or done what you need it to do with the USB, and it has stopped any type of action before moving on, especially with saving kits, saving configs, and so forth and so on. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the video today. I hope you got something out of it. I hope I answered all the possible questions you can have, and if you haven't done this before, I hope you saw how easy it is and how fast it is. You'll probably be doing this fairly regularly through the future, simply because Pearl's being a great company with this module. They are listening to us. They are fixing things. They are adding things. I got to be honest. The Pearl Mimic is, as far as customer support goes, has turned into probably the most amazing module available right now. Pearl is just being wonderful. And hands off to their development team. They are on the ball. They are getting things done. That being said, I hope you got what you needed out of the video, enough to give us a thumbs up and subscribe while you're down there. I want you to subscribe because I have more videos coming real soon that is covering our next new expansion from V-Expressions. By the way, if you haven't been to V-Expressions lately, or you don't have our Origins pack that's already available, head over to vexpressionsltd.com and check that out. There's samples over there. As a matter of fact, there are a few videos here on the YouTube page going into the demo side of the expansion Origins. Show you some of the kits here, and then over on our site we have a whole ton of other samples available over there as well. You can hear direct recordings right from the module themselves. The two videos coming up are for our next pack, which is quite different than Origins. Highly requested stuff on this new pack. And in the two videos that I'm doing for this pack, the first one goes into about half the kits. I wanted to show even more this time. And so that video is a little long, but it's a lot of fun to watch, because you will see there is such a wide diversity in this new pack. And the kits are so usable now because they're more your kits than something matching a drummer or a band or so forth and so on. And but more important than all that, our second video goes into all the new features from update 108 for the Pearl Mimic that is going to give you a ton of options with this new pack that you did not have with Origins. So subscribe, come check out those two new videos. Come see us at vexpressionsltd.com. That's V-Expressions Limited. Of course, all the links I mentioned will be in the description below. If you haven't come to visit us at vdrums.com yet, there's a forum over there where a ton of Mimic owners hang out, answer each other's questions, talk about things, chat, get ideas, and so forth and so on. And finally, if you think this video will help others on other maybe Facebook groups or Facebook pages that maybe I'm not on, or others aren't sharing these videos, feel free to share the video over there so that other people can find this helpful information that they may need as well. I enjoyed making the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.